Hello everybody, this is Dejan from the Elite Duelist Academy, and today I'm going to continue the zombie deck profiles with my vampire deck. As you know, I've been the one putting all the vampire deck profiles on here. They are all under the leadership of Sun Saga, who is from the Shiranuis, and today I'm going to show you the vampire side of things, so let's go. Just want to state that I'm doing this recording by myself, so I apologize in advance for the shaky camera. We do not have the equipment yet, but it's okay. I'm going to start off with 2 Scarlet Scourge. He's really good. When he's normal summoned or special summoned, you can target a vampire in your graveyard and pay 1,000. Well, pay 1,000, target one, and then special summon it. And the New Age vampires, whenever they destroy a monster by battle, at the end of the battle phase, they can take control of it. So that's really good when you're going to bring out your boss monster, because with him, if you're using a monster your opponent originally controlled, you can it becomes a level 6, and Scarlet Scourge is a level 6. And then the waifu of the deck, we play 3 vampire Frawling, because she's amazing. If a monster declares an attack, you can special summon her from the hand. And when a zombie monster is battling, once per battle, you can pay life points up to 3,000 and the multiples of 100 to give that monster that much attack and defense, to give your zombie monster that much attack. So that's really well, especially with the whole zombie theme of vampires, where we want to kill you in battle and take over. So I really like her. She's a lifesaver. Then for some of the one-ofs of my vampires, we got Vampire Red Baron. This is Vladimir Tepish to me, Dracula, because he has an impaler. He has a lance, and Vlad the Impaler. So he's 2,400 attack, and he is a creature swap by paying 1,000 life points. Vampires are all about paying life points as well. So he's a creature swap for paying 1,000, and if he destroys a monster by battle at the end of the battle phase, you can take control of it. Then I play 1 Duke. When he's normal summon, you can special summon 1 from your grave. That's what I really use him for, but he's a level 5. Then there's Shadow Vampire. He's a level 5 too, and when he's normal summon, you can special summon 1 from your deck. But that's the only monster that can attack. He's like if you're going first, because if you're going second, you don't really want to do that. But if you're going first and you can make him, you can summon another vampire, maybe Overlay or Link to Sucker. Then Grimson, we use him to protect our creatures, and he also, if he destroys a monster by battle, you can take control of it. And then for the big baddie, Vampire Vamp, I don't summon her all the time, but when I am able to, when she's normal summoned or when another vampire is normal summoned, I can target a monster on the field who is stronger than her, and then take control of it. And then it gains, or not take control of it, equipped it to her, and then she gains the attack of that card. And if this card is sent to the this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped with an opponent's monster by card effect, I can special summon this card from the grave. So she's like the big baddie. So I like her a lot. That's why we play her. Then for the little guys, we play 3 Retainer. I see some people playing 2. I see some people playing 1. But they banish themselves, and I don't like that in vampires, because there's no inherent way to get them back. So I like to play 3 of it. It gives me fodder for my tribute summons if I don't have it, or my link summons. So, and then we play Familiar. Also forgot to say that Retainer, if he's in the graveyard, just like Familiar, you can give up a vampire card from your hand or field to special summon these guys. And when they're special summoned, you can pay 500 for Retainer to search a vampire, spell, or trap, and Familiar to search a vampire monster. So these are like the little fodder guys. They work really well. I like them a lot. Then there's the little zombie package. So 2 Uni, 2 Solitaire, 2 Mizuki. Just standard. Thought about playing 3 Mizuki. I know if you're playing a zombie deck, why play 2 Mizuki? But I don't know. I might bump this up to 3. And then for the little tech that I could take out for the 3rd Mizuki is Vampire Sorcerer. The effect to be destroyed by battle never really happens, but I like to send it to the graveyard and then banish it so the tribute of one of my zombies is free. So I really like that effect for it. But that is it for the monsters. Now we'll go into the spells. So I play 3 Domain. Wish this was a field spell. But I pay 500 to get an additional normal summon of a zombie or a vampire. So that's really amazing. And then every time I do damage with a vampire, I can gain that life points that the damage that I dealt, I gain it back. So that's really good. Vampire's Desires. This card is really amazing in the vampire deck. I don't see a lot of people play this, and if they do, they play it at 1. I like to play it at 3, but it has 2 effects. You can target a monster. Let me see specifically. You can target one face-up monster you control, send one vampire monster from your deck to the graveyard with a different level than that monster, and then the targeted monster becomes that monster's level to the end of the turn. Or you can target a vampire monster in your graveyard, send one monster you control to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon that monster. So it's like a Foolish Burial, and it's also like a Mizuki and or a Book of Life for vampire. So I really like this card. Book of Life because we're playing zombies. Why not? Then we play the 1-ofs. We got 1 for 1 in Foolish Burial. These are great cards. 1 for 1 can special summon Familiar, and Foolish Burial, you're playing zombies, so you can send Mizukis, or you can send your Familiars or your Retainers, or you can send another vampire for your Book of Life, or your Vampire's Desire, or your Scarlet Scourge, or your Vampire Duke. So then for a little spicy tech that I like, the Monarch Storm 4th. Now, I only put this in here because, to me, I'm thinking, all right, my deck's like a tribute summon deck, so why don't I tribute your things off? I mean, we want to use you to XYZ, so why not use you to summon ourselves? So I really like this card. Then we'll go into the little bit of traps that we play, or that I play. I play 3 of the, Domination? Vampire's Domination. It's the counter trap. If you have a vampire, you can negate a spell, trap, or monster effect, and if it was a monster, you gain the life points. This is coming clutch. I really like this card. Really wish there was more traps for vampires. That'd be really amazing. But this one, that's the one. And then 2 Vampire Awakenings. Special summon the vampire from your deck, but destroy it during the end phase. I like to use this during my opponent's turn. So really good. I can summon like Fraulein, or like if I need defense, summon Scarlet Scourge, and special summon another vampire, maybe the Fraulein from my grave. But yes, I really like that. Really wish they had more defense though, more traps to be able to stop them. Then for the extra deck, we play 2 of Dampere Vampire Sheridan. So he was the boss monster I was talking about earlier, or the XYZ monster I was talking about earlier. He takes 2 6s, but if you use a monster originally owned by your opponent, you can make that monster. That monster becomes level 6. He has 2 effects. He can detach one to target a card on the field and send it to the graveyard, and then you can detach one to, if it was a monster, summon that monster to your side of the field, or see exactly how this thing is worded. If my camera wants to, okay. Yeah, target one card your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard, and then once per turn, if a monster is sent to the field to your opponent's graveyard by a card effect or by battle, you can detach a material, special summon that monster your side of the field in defense position. So he fuels his own effect. So I really like that. He's pretty cool. Then we have Dracula's Dragon. Number 24, the Vampiric Dragon. I really like him. I put him in here because, like I said, he's Dracula's Dragon. So he flips monsters that are special summoned from the extra deck face down. I know it doesn't work on links, but like if they go into anything, if they go into anything before that, you can flip it. And he has a nice defense, 28. Utopia Beyond, because he's a rank 6, and you can make it. Then we have Bram, because you can also make him. Now for the links, we have 2 Sucker, because she's like perfect for this deck. This is where she resides. You should know her by now. 2 Zombies to make. You can target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it, and if it is and then it turns into a zombie. And then if a zombie special summon from the graveyard, you can draw 1 card, which that'll either you can trigger it yourself with your opponent's monsters, or you can trigger it on your own with your monsters. And I always love drawing that 1 card because that 1 card always gets me to where I need to be. So I really like her. Advendrid Savior. He's in there. Just you want to send zombies from your deck to the grave. And then the last 2, Nightmare Phoenix and Cerberus. I know that extra deck is incomplete. I know I have a Unizombie in there so I can play Synchros. I know about the Shiranui Link monster, but if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comment sections below so you can help me make this deck even better. And that goes for the entire deck, not just the extra deck. If you have any suggestions or comments, you know where to put those. But yeah, these, they discard a card, and you want your familiar and your retainers in the graveyard, and pop spell or trap, pop a monster in the main monster zone, special summon monster. But that is my vampire deck. I really like it. It's another deck within the zombie empire. I think Zombie World is coming up next. Then Skull Servants will be coming up after that. Then after those, I will be getting into the non-zombie associates that are aligned with Sun Saga. So definitely, if you would really like to see those, I'm gonna need some likes. I need some likes on this video. But yes, that's my zombie deck. If you like what you saw, subscribe for more. Remember, comment suggestions down below, and I appreciate your time. And that is all.